Well, today is Thursday. We've had sleet and rain here. It was foggy outside tonight. I stayed home. Didn't leave my house except for to go to the store at around 2 o'clock. Didn't leave my house tonight like I thought I was going to because the weather was bad and didn't need to risk going outside. I got my KCP&L bill for the year 2010. According to KCP&L, for my size house, I used less electricity over the year than similar type houses. And I think really my December electric bill was a lot greater than November and January. I think that's because I had Christmas lights out. I think the Christmas lights add 10 to 15%, maybe 20% to my electric bill. And really, the air conditioner jacked it up by 2 or 3 times, 3 or 4 times normal bill in July and August with the air conditioner going. I guess I should, instead of complaining all the time, be thankful for what I've got. The glass is half full, the glass is half empty. I've explained my half full. I've got a nice place to live, a roof over my head, it's a pleasant atmosphere, peace and quiet. I'm renting out my extra bedrooms for a little extra cash, and I have renters. That's not a perfect business deal, it never has been, but nothing's perfect in business. Nothing ever works perfect in anything. So, I've never had any major catastrophe problems renting my rooms for 2 years, but, it's not always easy. And right now the rooms are empty. But I have several people asking me, so maybe I'll have some renters here come March 1 paying me some money for my extra bedrooms. I live here by myself, never married, 49, not a homosexual. It's just all based on money. I base everything on money. I was raised, you don't get married till you got money to pay for it. I never had enough money to be satisfied. And I base money on the Fortune 500, Fortune 100 richest people in the world. That's how I base money, everything on. Those people's assets and the paychecks the hedge fund managers right now, billion a year. So that's what I base everything on, money. So I work for money, and I'm proud of it, and I am. I live by it. I work for money. You're not paying me money, it don't matter. If you're stopping me from making money, preventing me, or that's where the problems all arise. And it starts to do with my real estate license and the real estate industry rules in Kansas where I live and from, and the investment advisor license rules and all bullshit with these stockbroker punks. So I'm from here, and all my experience, starting at age 13 is why I'm the way I am. And all the bullshit, bullshit really overrides my books and degrees, because that's my reality. That's the way I am. That's why I'm the way I am. That's why I rant and rave. That's why I made so-called threats. Why I've done what I've done. I never really physically, personally harmed anyone directly myself. My intent, if people mess with me, I want to mess with them back. It's just a principle. If you mess with me, I can't let you get away with it, no matter who you are. And there are people who mess with me who, are in positions of so-called respect and power, courthouse, lawyers, doctors, etc. And as far as I'm concerned, it's documented. A lot of those people, they're not better than anybody else, and some are just punk-ass criminals and dumber than me, and dumber than me, and they're criminals, and I don't like to put up with it. I guess I'll share something with you. Something positive. Share something positive and something negative all the time. Be positive. I guess that health nut out in California, health guru Jack LaLanne died last month, 96 years old. Well, if I lived to 96 years old, I can't complain. I guess he was in very good physical shape most of his life, maybe until his 80s or 90s. He was better shape than probably most people my age, and I'm 49, when he was 80 or 90. But he used to sell those juicer things on TV, infomercials, juicers, and I've read in the internet as a Google doctor now. I'm a I was talking to this guy at church dinner last night. So he was a doctor and a teacher. His wife's a teacher, and he's a doctor. And I said, well, I'm in an abstract way, I'm a teacher. I'm not officially a licensed professional teacher or doctor, but in an abstract way, I have been a teacher. And I suppose I'm what you call a Google doctor now, because I'll look up everything myself, because I don't trust a lot of licensed doctors based on my experience. But, I've read that, buying these juicers, I bought a juicer at JCPenney outlet for like 20, 25 bucks to take organic vegetables from Whole Foods Market or whatever, put them in this juicer, squash, it grinds them up, and the juice flows into a cup from the vegetables. And I've been doing this for a couple of weeks now, and I've noticed an improvement in my health. At least I feel healthier. I think I may have lost some weight. I guess the principle of it is that the juicer from the organic vegetables puts the vitamins and positive uh, nutritional effects from the vegetables into your body and system more efficiently and effectively than just eating vegetables, a salad or whatever. And it takes a lot of eating. I mean, the amount of stuff I put in the juicer to eat it would be, more than I'd eat in a week, probably, of vegetables. So what I've done for 2 or 3 weeks now is bought vegetables, organic, try to buy organic vegetables, put them in the juicer, and have, 1, 2, 3 cups of this vegetable juice that I create from this juicing machine from just, they call it raw foods, eating raw foods, uncooked, and I've read that's the healthiest way to get the proteins and nutrition from vegetables into your body. I've also read don't use non-organic because pesticides from the regular store vegetables that are not organic, they will have pesticides, and if you do not, if the pesticides will get in your system more than they would if you just ate the plain vegetable by itself. The same way the nutritional things get in your system more effectively, the pesticides will get in your system and cause more damage. So you definitely want to use organic, non-pesticide covered vegetables. And I think it has improved my health. I feel better. My chest feels better. I don't have the chest uneasiness I've had. I have high cholesterol. Maybe this will lower my cholesterol. I told my brother about it in Texas. He has high blood pressure. I said I've been taking horse shits. When I first started doing this, I was taking horse shits that were just like, foot-long turds coming out and just hard horse shits. I mean, they were, and it was immediately after I started doing it. I can feel the uneasiness in my chest goes away. It's mostly been away, and I can tell when I eat something like a hamburger or French fries or potato chips, I can feel the uneasiness in my chest come back. So I'm trying to cut back on all that junk food. And I think it's supposed to cleanse out your system. It's supposed to help. They call it cleanse your body, cleanse your system inside, help flush out the bad things in your body. And I guess obviously if I'm having these horse shits, it is cleansing out my shits coming out, cleansing whatever. It's coming through my system there. I think my skin is improving. My skin, I do have not very good skin, and I think it's improving my skin, and I think it's documented to have a lot of things. I think my fingernail and toenail fungus has maybe improved a little bit since I've been eating this stuff. So they call it cleansing your body, getting rid of inflammation that causes, different kinds of problems I've had problems on my skin, my finger and toenail fungus, and my cholesterol. So I think, I've read, researched, or, been through advertising on the internet emails that diet does have a major impact on your skin and your health, cancer fighting. So I will just recommend to everybody, as I recommend my brother and parents, to buy yourself one of these vegetable juicers. You can get one for, you don't have to spend $1 million to get one. You can get one for 20, 30 bucks. Buy organic vegetables and, drink one meal at least once every day or every other day of vegetable juice. And it'll probably improve your health. And I guess, if I'm going to say something, I'm going to say that I can testify that I think that's 100% true and accurate. And, I'd recommend that to you. I'm also going to say that the price of oil is being greatly influenced right now by the tension in the Mideast with Gaddafi and Egypt and all these countries, turmoil. And the price of oil is a major factor in the world economy and the U.S. economy. It affects a lot of things dramatically, very quickly. And my private hedge fund, that I don't have a license for. I passed a test to get a license a few years ago when I had to fight to try to take the test to get a license. But I guess state of Kansas, it was just, I guess, I guess I was never meant to have a license in the state of Kansas. I don't know what it is. I guess I've always had a grudge against the state of Kansas, why I didn't go to KU, because my dad's not a billionaire in Kansas, because it's Harvard Ivy League. And people have been telling me they killed my dad or were going to kill my dad, and my dad, the guy who claims to be my dad, talks like an idiot with zero credibility, and he's talked about he's not really my dad, and it's all true. My real dad was murdered, and Smith Barney did it. Now he's got a lot of his money at Smith Barney, and he thinks, you see, I think it's just all some Grandmaster Smith Barney plan to steal my original dad's money, or this current dad's money, because I think he's just a gullible goofball. Whoever he is, either he is my dad or he killed my real dad and stole his identity, but I think he does whatever those idiots tell him, because he acts like some idiots are gods, and if you cross them, you do whatever they say. Well, I don't do what anybody says. I mean, when I've got a gun pointed to me on probation, I try to follow that, but I don't just believe in this issue of the man. There is no such thing as a man. I do whatever I want to. And, my basic instinct is to follow my gut. And when my gut says, when anybody tells me I got to do something, do whatever this guy says, because he's made up to be some image of the great man, there is no such person. I consider myself to be that person for myself. And, I'm not interested in trying to be the man to anybody else, at least not right now. I work for money, and I don't have money to pay people, because when I work for money. And if people work for me, it's for money and nothing really else. Mostly. I just like to be understood that I'm money, and that's what I'm all about. It's not any issue of the man or do whatever somebody says because they're the image of some, I don't believe in that. I believe in money, working for money. I just feel there's something up with this Smith Barney idiots, because they've thrown me in jail so many times. The guy who claims my dad acts like he don't remember it. Acts like he doesn't remember a lot of things. I think it's just one giant con setup. He's not a billionaire with Ivy League degrees. Talks like a lunatic my entire adult life. I don't know. He's got a lot of money at Smith Barney now. With my mom, the college dropout. I don't know. Who knows? He seems to think I have something going on with Smith Barney. The only thing that's personally gone on with me at Smith Barney is they told me I wasn't qualified to work there when they gave me some bullshit test in 1985 or 6 when I got out of college. And then several times since then, they've arrested me for trespassing, utter fiction, raping, molesting women, creating fiction, and my so-called dad goes along with it, or now he's forgotten about it. I don't know what these fucking idiots think, but as far as I'm concerned, Smith Barney, Merrill Lynch, and Payne Weber, I had trust accounts at those places through my dad, little accounts, not multi-$100 million, just some money, but not a lot, not billions and millions. And as far as I'm concerned, all those punks need to spend the rest of their life in prison, because there's one scam, live punk, scum, shit, fuck, faggot festival after another, along with the Kansas Securities Commission, the courthouse in Johnson County, in case of Mo. So, I guess I'll just fall in this little UCAM rant of mine with, buy yourself a veggie juicer. Get a juicer. Organic veggies, need it. It's good for you. Maybe stop some bad things happening in your health, your body. Cancer. There. And it doesn't cost that much money. Doesn't cost that much. And it might save you a lot of money in health care, things that it might prevent that you would need to spend money on for disease or whatever. Money. Yeah. I do love money. I love what money buys. I love luxury.